Hey y'all, what's going on? Lavish Pips here, back with another video. You already know I'm coming with some sauce today, teaching you how to become the best investor there is, and that's on period. If you're new, welcome. If you're already a current subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about spreads, right? This is very, very important. So if you're interested, keep watching this video. We're going to get right into it. Okay, boom. What is a spread, right? A spread is basically, when you're on the app, the MT4 app, it's a number that pops up. And what this number is basically telling you is, it's the broker is going to leverage you when you enter the trade. So technically you're only supposed to be trading with at least like thousands of dollars, but that's what the broker comes in and he backs you up. So you can actually start trading with at least $50 in your account, right? Minimum $50. So you're gonna have a spread. So the broker is basically fronting you to get in the trade. So when you enter in the trade, you're always gonna be negative red because you're paying the broker its fees because they're fronting you up front, right? So say you have a mortgage, and you finance that mortgage or whatever with that mortgage company, that mortgage, your house that you paid for could have been $200,000, right? So you got a mortgage for $210,000, right? So you pay them every month for this house to stay in the house because they fronted you and they backed you up in order for you to live in this house, right? So that's just a little example of what a broker does. It's the same way when you're investing. The broker just backs you up and basically the broker gives you leverage. So in turn, every time you get into a trade, you pay the spread price. So that's why you're negative every time you enter in the trade, because you're paying the spread price for that currency pair, right? So basically two things you want to definitely figure out is what your lot size is and the time of day that you're entering the trade. So let's say you're entering on New York session, which is your basic 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? So you want to figure out your lot size, right? So the market is just opening at this time, and when you're figuring out your lot size, basically it's based off your account size. So say you have a $50 account and you can only trade with 0.10. That's the smallest lot size you can use, is which is a 0.01, which is 10 cents on a trade. So that's the smallest you can put on a trade because you have an account of $50 or $100, and that's all you can basically work with. So you're technically not over leveraging, right? So say the trade is 17 points, right? So the trade went for 17 points. So with that $100 account, you have the option to gain $1.70 simply because you put 10 cents on a trade. So if the trade went for 17 points, you got $1.70. If you had $1,000 in that account, or if you had $500 in that account and you put 0.10, every trade was worth $1, so that means you earned $17 on the trade. So these are just examples for when the trade goes for 17 points. Put 10 cents, you gain $1.70. If you put a 0.10 on the trade, which is equal to $1, you gain $17. If you have a $1,000 account and you put a standard on the trade, which is 1.00, that means every trade is worth $10. That means you could have earned $170 off that trade. So getting back to the quote screen, after you figured out the time of day that you're trading and basically your lot sizes or whatever that you have to work with, and basically how much your take profit is off the trade, in this example it was 17 points, you're going to look at your quote screen before you even enter in the trade. So on the MT4 app, your first home page, you want to click on quotes, you want to click on advanced, and that's going to show you a little number at the bottom of each currency pair, and that's going to tell you the spread. You kind of want to stay away from spreads that are higher than, I would say, 30, because that means you put your account at risk, especially if you're working with smaller accounts. So you, as being a retail trader, you kind of have to work with what you have and be smart with your trades. So this is kind of what you want to look for whenever you're getting into the trades. Also on the quote screen, you'll see something that has two numbers. So the first number is your ask price and the second number is your bid price. So when you're entering on the trade, you have two currency pairs. So say you have USD JPY. So that means you're bidding on, you're asking for USD. Your strongest pair is a USD because that's the first pair, right? So it's USD versus JPY. So when you enter in USD versus JPY, you want, whether you entered in for a buy or sell, you want that USD to be, you want buyers to be in control if you enter for a buy, and sellers to be in control if you're entering for a sell. So basically pay attention to all this stuff. Is basically pay attention to the spreads. The spreads can, with everything that's going on, the spreads have been crazy because everything that's going on in the world. But you know, once you figure out and be smart with trading and stuff like that and investing, then you'll have no problem worrying about a spread, because you'll know when to enter in, when to stay away from certain trades, and when to work with what's best for your account size. That's what figuring out your lot size and the time of day that you're trading. So also, whenever you're entering in with your spread, getting back to when the broker is fronting you for paying your broker, you're going to enter in before you even create an account. It's either going to be 1 to 50 or 1 to 500. I always choose 1 to 500. So basically, when your ratio is 500 to 1, every time you get into the trade, the broker is actually putting up $500 or $50 additional to what you have in your account in order for you to get in those pairs and be able to gain that type of capital. So this is very important, something that, a lot of people don't understand or misunderstand when they're looking at the app. Hopefully this breaks everything down for you guys. Spreads, they're very important. So if you have any more questions, definitely comment below. If you're interested in what I do more, definitely click that link below and schedule a consultation, and then we'll get you some more information on that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely share this with your teams, your friends and family, and put them onto this sauce. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe and like, and yeah, I will see y'all in the next video.